everybody, Rick Yasayan again, and another issue of Let's Find Out. And over here, we've got our friend. This is, tell me again.
Julian Lara.
Julian Lara, and this is Lara's Farms. So we are going to find out about all kinds of the local fruits that are being grown here at Lara Farms.
Tropical fruit.
Tropical fruits, absolutely. None of these can go near where I live. But one of the interesting things here is that he does ship to California. Thank you very much for inviting us and allowing us to come through, and we're going to have a good view of just what all is here.
All right, let's have some fun.
Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this beauty down here. So there are many varieties of soursop.
Yeah.
What variety is this, and how many varieties do you have?
This one is called Mamey. I named it Mamey because I found it in the heart of Miami, northwest 27th Avenue and 79th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. This soursop, there's many different varieties. There's the Whitman fiberless, and there's even a yellow skin variety I see pictures of on the internet, which looks really interesting. And
now, do you have those here?
Soon.
Soon. Okay.
Soon.
Okay.
Yeah. There's another, the Cuban fiberless. And what fiberless means with soursop is you know how cottony the fruit is?
Right.
Okay. When you have a fiberless soursop, that means the inside of the fruit is more like a sugar apple.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the same taste as soursop. And I've never tasted a fiberless soursop that wasn't just sweet, no sour in it. I mean, it has some sour in it, but it's mostly sweet.
Yeah.
But it's phenomenal. It's great.
Yeah.
Now, this is just a regular soursop, and there's plenty of people that will be just, tickled to death just to be able to have this. And the reason why I really like this one, because I went to a friend's uncle's house she told me that it was of self-fruiting. Her uncle didn't do anything special to it.
You don't have to pollinate.
Correct. You don't have to hand pollinate. He didn't the first thing I did when I met was like, hey, are you hand pollinating this thing? Because it's full of fruit. Yeah. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, well, he just had it growing. Wow. In between, that little, this slab of concrete people use for their backyard and the neighbor's slab on the fence. There's like a little open area of dirt. He had it right there, planted next to the fence, and it was full of fruit with no care. So I got some budwood, brought it back here, grafted it. When the trees got about this big and 3 gallons, I planted it in the ground. And a year later, after I planted it, I got 2 big fruit, like this big off each tree.
1 year.
1 year later.
Amazing.
This big.
Wow.
And the 3 original trees are right here. 1, 2, 3. And
wow.
I planted these in 2013. And then I continued grafting, got more grafting material, and then planted these 2 rows. And
so these are all Mamey in here?
Grafted Mamey soursop.
Okay. Okay, so these all in this row are the Mamey variety.
The Mamey cultivar, which I've tested and proved to make sure it self-pollinates. That's what's really important to me, because
absolutely,
customers don't really want to hear about, you have to hand pollinate it.
Right.
They want something that you can just set it and forget it.
Okay.
But I do have to spray with fungicide, because if I don't spray with fungicide, I'm not going to get any fruit, especially where I'm at here, which is further inland from the city of Miami. Now, if you live in the city of Miami, where this is from, you won't have to do anything to it.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I call it. Like anything east of 95 or US 1 is the area that I call the honey zone. It's nice sandy black dirt, fertile land, and very low humidity, because you have debris from the ocean, and it protects mangoes and all kinds of anonas, and from the anthracnose. And that's where you get all this, black spots on it. But over there, if you pay attention, you go to Little Havana, Little Haiti, Hialeah, where it's all sandy, downtown, Coconut Grove, Perrine, all these coastal neighborhoods. You look at the mango trees, and they're immaculate. They have no disease whatsoever. Go to Hialeah, drive around, and you'll see the prettiest mangoes you ever see in your life with no disease and with no care.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, do you attribute this to the humidity,
Yeah.
to the microclimate,
Yeah.
to the wind that is?
Mangoes like to be on hills above sea level.
Okay.
We're below sea level. So the closer you are to the water, the more effective is the microclimate, you know, if we want to call it that. You know, it's breezier, so there's less humidity. Over here, it's stuck and it's humid, and you're pretty much breathing like hot vapor. And it's, you know, it's not a good climate for mangoes and anonas. But we do what we can. I have to spray. I like to spray at least every 2 weeks. It's recommended every month, but, you know, I'm like an animal, you know, wanting to get these things to fruit.
These are beautiful.
Yeah, thanks.
And you've just taken a harvest recently off of these.
Correct.
So we're seeing
The leftovers,
what's
more or
left.
less, yeah. There's
Wow.
still some big ones left over.
Yeah,
I had one, actually a few that were 5 pounds without hand pollination.
Wow.
And I
Now,
have pictures on my social media.
so a question that a lot of folks ask us is, are these the ones that we make tea out of? I know.
You know, there's a lot of research on the internet that sounds very promising, and, you know, I'm not going to doubt or, you know, disparage it. But, you know, what I've heard too, the word on the street is that mountain soursop is the Annona montana.
The one that's
the real deal. We're all wasting our
okay.
time with soursop tea, and it's really the if you guys know what that means, the Annona montana. I think that's the correct name.
Right.
That's the mountain sour. That's the one that has the potency for the tea.
So don't get too excited, but do look into that if you have health issues that perhaps you've heard about soursop leaves.
Yeah.
So it's not every soursop, it is the mountain variety, which is very different from these in terms of eating.
Now,
these are great for eating.
Correct. And they're all really, Annonas in general, all have medicinal properties.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I've been told that there's, you know, soursop that are more potent than other soursops. And the only way to find that out is just taking it to a lab and finding out what the chemical is that suppresses the cancer. But, you know, I wouldn't turn down chemotherapy if I had cancer for guanabana leaves.
Right.
But I would do both, you know.
Do both. Okay, so one of the other questions that people ask is about how to use the soursop. I mean, we all know about eating it fresh and scooping it, and it's, you know, it's part of that whole ice cream type fruit. What other ways are used to consume soursop?
Well, I like to make a drink with it.
Me too. I had one the other night. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, it's great stuff. There's nothing like it out there. There's nothing else, especially when you have it fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I do is, you know, if it's just for me, you know, I'll get a glass and just fill up the bottom with the pulp, and then throw some ice in there, and maybe some sugar. Fill up the glass with water, and then take that exact measurement and throw it in the blender. Turn it on, let it blend up, crush all the ice, all the sugar, everything gets mixed together, and I pour it back in the glass. Perfect measured. I mean, not a drop wasted, perfectly. And that's how you do it. If you want to scrape some nutmeg on top of it, like the Jamaicans like to do, you can do that too and kick it up a notch.
Just taking this leaf as an example, where do you make your graft, or where would you make your graft on this?
Well, I like to select budwood or scions, as they call it.
Yep.
With you know, an intermixed brown with green. You know, something that's green and hard, nothing tender like this. But like from here to here, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't have the tip. You can just cut that right off.
Sure.
And just use this section here
to
for
do
grafting.
your graft, but any further down it gets too hard to.
Yeah, and plus they're already sprouted.
Yeah.
That's no good. We have to wait till these sprouts grow and become like this. You know, like what's going on here, and you know. But that's pretty much what I like to get. Is stuff that's not too old and not too young. There's a lot of young cells in there that, you know, heal very easily, like kids do. You know, like, you know, if you break a bone, if you break an arm, and a kid
I'm
breaks
in
their
trouble.
arm, yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And if a kid breaks his arm, it's healed in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You know, that's the same thing that's going on here. It's young cells and this green, hard green stuff, and that's what's easy.
Do you cut the leaves and try and promote bud formation like you would do?
It depends. Well, not really. I mean, if you guys ever heard of buddy tape, you can just wrap that up with buddy tape and just cleft it on something that's also green and brown.
The cleft graft is perfect.
Yeah, with buddy tape, you just throw it on there. You can just forget it. I mean, buddy tape has revolutionized. I mean, it's turned an average person to a professional grafter.
So
We like doing that.
you don't
We do.
laminate veneer grafting with this. It's always a cleft graft.
I'm sorry?
You don't do a veneer graft. You do cleft.
No, I'll do a cleft
Cleft
on some medium, hard to soft rootstock.
Okay.
Nothing old.
Right.
Okay, we are standing under a beautiful tree. I recognize it. I found them in Panama years ago, just all over the place, but you didn't get those there. You got this.
I got this, well, actually my father, he worked at the TREC, which is it's called the Tropical Research Education Center. It's
Okay.
in Homestead. It's University of Florida's research center here in Homestead, and they study tropical fruit. So if you go there, you'll find like over 300 cultivars of mango. So,
Wow.
and other stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
everything you can
other
imagine. So my dad worked there in the 70s with Carl Campbell and Jonathan Crane and many more. And he
And I
was,
forgot to say the name of what this is.
yeah, this cultivar, they have it at TREC, and it's called Montgomery.
This is Montgomery, and these are kind of locally known as Spanish limes. They're also known as ganep. There's also another name for them, I believe.
Mamoncillo.
Mamacillo, yeah. So if you hear either of those three names, you know, that's what this is. And these are lovely little fruits. These are probably not ripe. They feel pretty.
Right, these are ready in August, September.
Okay. What you do, the kids in Panama would come by buses, if you're on a tour bus or wherever, and they would sell them right through the windows. And for 50 cents, you get a big bag full of them, and you put them in your mouth, bite them, pop them open, and the very large seed in it, but around the seed is this kind of sweet.
You get an idea.
Yeah, kind of sweet, sticky.
Just crack it open like a lychee.
Yeah.
And this
kind
is
of a sweet, sticky
This
stuff
one has 2
around
seeds.
it. And you just sit there and chew on this in your mouth, kind of on the side of between your cheek and your teeth, chew on it, and chew and chew and chew, and you finally get off most of it, spit it out, and put another one in. It's kind of like chewing gum, except that, you know, when you finish with it, you get rid of the seed and go for the next one. They are delicious.
Yeah, this cultivar is called Montgomery, and it was brought by of course, Mr. Montgomery from probably somewhere in Central America.
May I?
Sure.
All I want's one. I just want to see how much is here.
Well, it might dry up your mouth.
It might. It's okay. And it is. Yeah.
That's the antioxidants working.
Yeah. It needs a little more ripening. But that's what it is. You chew it, and it takes a while. When it's done, spit them out. You go for the next one.
Yeah, when these are completely ripe, they melt off the seed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they completely melt off.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay.
What color do they turn when they ripen? Are they the same color? Or
Same color.
Same color, but inside is dark orange.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what? Like, how do you know when they're ripe on the tree?
Time of the year.
Cracking or anything?
Time of the year. Like August, September.
Yeah. our left, we have another tree that is really popular down here in Florida. The Cubans that have moved into this area have, this is like one of their favorite fruits. But I'll tell you, if you take a taste of one, it'll become yours also. So tell us about Mamey.
Well, Mamey is native to Central America.
Okay.
And they were adopted by the Cubans. I mean, they were brought in by the Spanish, I guess, back in the days, and it's a beloved fruit over there in Cuba.
Yeah.
Probably more beloved than Central America, to be honest. There's a whole bunch of cultivars, but the staple ones are the Key West. Which is from the fire station in Key West. It's a seedling that they planted here, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 years ago. It's still there.
Really?
It's a massive tree. So that's the original one. It's also known as Pantene.
Okay.
And then there's Magaña, which comes from El Salvador, and that's like a 5-pound mamey. Massive.
That big?
Well, I guess it can be like that big.
Oh my.
Yeah, and you can see them all over the supermarkets and the farmer markets. And then there's our house variety. It's called Pace, P-A-C-E, and that one's really good. It's doesn't get soft and mushy after you cut it. Most mameys, after you cut it, they kind of like turn into jello. This one maintains itself really firm and it's so sweet, and it always ripens evenly, unlike some other cultivars that don't ripen evenly.
Yeah.
So you know, and there's a whole bunch more. There's another one called Lorito, and that one's blood red inside. It's a beautiful mamey, and then there's some more from the Yucatan that are very red inside, called the Cepeda Especial and the Aquil Especial. And those are very nice and productive. They're a good substitute for the Key West, because compared to these guys, you know, Key West is already, you know, an antique variety. I think the new ones that could be a substitute for that would be the Lorito and the other ones that I mentioned are from the Yucatan, and including Pace. The thing is, those varieties are summer mamey, and then the Pace and the Magaña is a spring mamey. So if you want to have mameys, you know, 6 months out of the year, you'd have to have, you know, one of each cultivar, one for spring, and one for summer.
And I believe most growers kind of try to do that, to spread out the season so you've got an income stream.
That's right.
Closer to year round.
That's right.
Julian, how do you propagate the mamey?
We just graft it, cleft graft it.
Do you know if air layering works on these?
Air layering works on everything.
Okay.
You can air layer anything.
Yeah.
And they'll grow big, and like a normal tree, as long as there's no heavy wind.
Any idea how long it takes to fruit from seed?
How long does it take to fruit? I think it takes as long as a person takes to reach sexual maturity. About the same amount of years.
12, 13?
And you don't know.
Age 2, 3? I don't know.
No.
As I look at this tree, we've got sizes of fruit, everything from this size to just what I can see with my eye, pretty good sized fruit.
Yeah.
So you've got a continuously growing.
You get to see 2022's crop.
So they last more than a year.
Yeah, from flower to fruit, they take about 20 months.
Okay.
And they produce flowers every year, so you can see flowers for 2023, little baby fruits for 2022, and fruits for 2021, which are the bigger ones.
Which are the big ones.
Right.
Okay.
And what's since you grow, I'm curious what a good price for per pound is for mamey.
$3.
$3.
Yeah, that's a
fair price.
That's a fair price. Now, if it's a Lorito or a Pace, I might be asking for $5.
Yeah. Special, sure. Now, underneath this soil, do we have sand rock? Do we have coral? What's happening? In other words, what is your irrigation for these?
Irrigation?
If any.
Well, yeah, there's irrigation. I have to have irrigation.
Yep.
There's drip. I have a drip line for each tree.
For each tree.
Right?
Okay.
And including for the container trees, and then sprinklers are more for frost protection.
Okay.
Which doesn't really happen. I remember in the 80s it happened twice, but lately it hasn't really been happening. I guess too much asphalt. But either way, We just, you know, they just need good fertilizer, like iron.
How do you prepare Mamey your favorite way?
Okay, well, I like to eat it out of hand, cut it in half, eat it with a spoon.
Right.
Certain varieties like paste, for example, or lorito, those are the ones I'm promoting right now.
Yeah.
Because the other ones, that's like, you know, yesterday stuff. I like these varieties. They're really good. So anyways, besides eating them out of hand, you know, I put them in a blender and make a milkshake. And that's really popular around here. You go to any Latin restaurant, you're going to see Mamey shake on the menu, but it's never going to be like the way I make it.
Okay, wait, before you start that, now we're intending to hopefully go down to see Robert is here.
He doesn't know, but I'm going to spoil it for myself, I guess.
You're going to spoil it? No, you're going to spoil it for me, but I want to hear about a better way to eat it, to drink it.
Tell Robert he's going to have to buy some cream cheese.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, because what I do, okay, I put the pulp, the milk.
Yep.
Okay, just regular milk, some sugar in there, okay, and I don't stop right there. I get a tablespoon, a nice little tablespoon, or not a teaspoon, a tablespoon.
Tablespoon.
Of that Philadelphia cream cheese.
Heaped.
Heaped, not too heaped, but yeah, if you can do that.
Yeah.
Throw it in the blender.
Yeah.
Turn it on. It'll feel like a fine grain, you know, it just converts, it just transforms into something 10 times better. It's like eating ice cream. It's the best. It's like drinking ice cream.
Okay.
So there you go.
There you go. We got a secret for you. That's it. I saw some back there, but of course, we don't say no very often.
You guys bring a knife by any chance?
Yep.
Okay, good. It's the Emperor Lychee.
Yeah. Yes, sir. First time I tasted those was day before yesterday.
Mm.
The Mauritius and the, what are some of the others that we've, yeah, Brewster, Emperor.
Well, you tried them all.
Trying.
No, I didn't get to try No Mai Tais.
No Mai Chi. Nah, that doesn't make any fruit. I don't know anybody who's got any fruit from that. There was one year.
Okay, behind us here we have a fruit that we have gotten to know more and more of recent times, but still most people have never heard of this fruit. And this is a very special one, I understand. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and introduce us to this right here.
Well, this is a very underrated fruit. It's not very well known in this country. It's called Caimito, and it's native to the Caribbean islands, Cuba, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and it's been spread out throughout the whole world. Not very popular, not very well known, but it's a great fruit. It's one of my favorite fruits. It tastes like a grape and a fig mixed together, with a little bit of honeydew melon.
Okay.
Now, this cultivar in particular is called Jaco Verde, which is the name of a town that it was founded. I don't know when, I forgot, maybe back in the 90s. It's a Richard Campbell find from Fairchild Gardens. So I got some budwood from him, and what's really special about this, it's a late season Caimito. So when regular Caimito season is over in June, this one starts making fruit, and it doesn't just start making fruit, it makes fruit like for real.
I mean, this thing is loaded, just loaded.
Loaded, yeah. And that's unheard of for Caimito in June, in July.
Yeah.
Unheard of. So that's what makes this special, and it's a white flesh one, it's not the purple skin. Now, I have some purple skin and some white flesh ones that are way, way, way much better than this cultivar. This cultivar is an inferior quality fruit compared to the good ones that I sell in the beginning of the year, that are much better in eating quality. But when you don't have anything,
when you don't have
when
anything,
it's gone,
that's right.
This is it. This is the ones you
Okay.
come crying to because
Sure.
you miss it. And it's good. It's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I like about it, it makes a lot of fruit. Now these things don't make fruit by themselves. They need to have another one close by to cross pollinate, or else they won't make fruit by itself.
So it won't self-pollinate
Correct.
at all.
Like a soursop.
Yeah.
Mamey's the same way too. It won't make fruit by itself.
Yeah.
You have to
Has
have another one nearby.
a neighbor.
It could be in the neighborhood. Your neighbor from a block away can have one, and then the birds and the bees will do the rest.
Okay, so
You want to cut one open?
absolutely.
Let me see that knife.
So is this considered a green
Green or white flesh.
or white flesh?
Yeah, I wait till it's soft on the tree. You know,
We
see how
may be-
squishy that looks,
Okay.
and then just take it off.
Wait, let me just. Oh yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's
It's like a firm grape.
Sure.
Like put in your mind you're about to eat a grape.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut it so you can see why they call it star apple in Jamaica. Okay, you cut it around the equator, and then you get a little star formation here,
Yep.
like you would an apple.
Yep.
And that's they call it star apple, because it really looks like a Granny Smith, just from from a quick glance.
Okay.
So you can take that and just eat it like an orange a little bit. And you gotta spit out the seeds like you do a grape.
Now you got to be careful. We're seed savers. Now I've heard this referred to as milk fruit.
Yeah, because you got all this.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like milk. It's really not milk, but.
Right.
So what I also do to eat this, I just split it on the top here and just squeeze everything in the mouth.
And just suck it in.
Just suck it in. If anybody else wants to try one. Now, if it gets like in the mid 30s and it has fruit on it, it'll stop the whole growth process of the fruit. It'll just be stunted wherever it was. Premature, it'll stay premature. It won't continue to grow.
I'll turn to this side.
So here we
So-
have the flower.
The Caimito flower.
Correct.
And which variety is this?
This is the variety that I brought back from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
I call it Hipólito. That's the name of the person I got it from. He's the former president of the Dominican Republic. And he's a mango fanatic, fruit tree fanatic. So I was there and I saw this huge tree, huge Caimito tree, and it had a big softball size fruit on it, and it was white flesh. And I asked somebody, please climb on that tree, and it's like 30 feet. Give me that fruit, I have to try it. So I tried the fruit, I thought it was delicious, it was flawless, almost no latex. So I got some budwood, brought it back here, grafted it, and that was the second miracle. The first miracle was that it didn't get taken away from me at the airport.
Yes.
And then the second miracle was that the grafts took,
Yeah.
and I was able to have that same Caimito that I saw in the Dominican Republic. And let me tell you, it's excellent, and it's super productive, but it doesn't make fruit until March. And then it finishes at the end of May. So a very short season. And then I have another one that's purple, that's a house variety that we planted. We won the seed lottery. We planted 4 seeds and we got one that was just, excellent. And that's the one we're grafting. It's a purple variety. It's about the size of a softball. And that one has almost no latex as well.
Wow.
And it makes fruit from January all the way to the end of May. So it's 6 months. And then when all that's over, we have the other one, the Jaco Verde, that starts making fruit in June, July.
So as I look at these little flowers, there's a whole bunch of them in there.
Yeah.
How many of those actually turn into fruit and how many of those drop off?
Well, think about it this way: it's natural selection.
Of course.
Only the strongest will survive.
You gonna go after that one in the?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I decided to bring you back over here to see some mangoes, and here we got the fruit punch mango.
Fruit punch.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Heard of that.
This is a big one from Gary Zill, and let me tell
From
you.
Gary.
Gary Zill.
We just met with Gary the other day.
Yeah, he's. Let me tell you, I call him.
Very nice.
I call him the mango guru.
Yeah.
Because he's the guru.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So this is the fruit punch.
Well, let me see how soft we. Okay, just a little bit of give. Nice and firm. Okay.
All right, let's cut it open. Why wait?
Why not wait? Well, let's not wait.
Let's see. Get the bottom part's usually the best.
Nice, pleasant mango flavor to the nose or smell.
See how it gets anthracnose?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
Yeah.
it's not that bad. And this, we never spray this. And it did pretty good.
And thank goodness it doesn't go in from the outside,
Yeah.
which is, some people look at that and they go, oh.
Yeah, that's nothing. You
But
just cut,
it's
that
nothing.
part off.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
And this has, like, you know, the classic mango flavor.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, a coconut mango or tangerine orange mango, like the Gary mango. Gary mango is like oh, I'm sorry. There you go. Gary mango is not a very popular variety, but it's my favorite.
This is Rob.
Can I get one? Yeah. Okay.
Want to get another?
Sure. You kidding me?
And it's not even all the way ripe. How is it?
That's the best mango I've had all day.
Wow.
Yeah. Does it taste like fruit punch?
Yeah.
Totally get that.
No, I have a mango
Very
that
sweet.
tastes like fruit punch, like really tastes like fruit punch. It's called Alampur Benishan. It's an
Indian?
Indian dessert mango.
You can taste
Alampur, what was the last part?
Benishan.
you can taste the resin close to the skin.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love that resinous taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever tried Gary mango?
Yeah, we did get a chance to try it, Gary. It was good.
It tastes like a tangerine orange to me.
I really like the sunrise over there.
We have another type of mango here. You can see from the
Right.
shape.
Yeah, this one doesn't get a lot of disease. This oop, it just fell off.
Oh, darn.
No. And that means we're gonna have to eat this.
I
now.
guess so.
Does anybody know this mango? Know the name of this mango?
Namdak Mai? No.
Mahashinook.
Mahashinook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mahashinook
Well
mango.
done. Well
Now
done.
it's not really completely ripe. It fell into my hand. But what do you think? You want to give it a try, just like that? I think it's okay.
You know, green mangoes do not bother me, and this is not green.
Okay,
So,
let's do it.
yeah.
What was the question?
Was this one of those that they eat green in Asia?
I know, it was like,
No, the ones that eat green is more like the Pimsain Mun and the Bram Kai Mun and the Kiao Savoy. But my favorite out of all the green mangoes is the Pimsain Mun. It just falls apart in your mouth. You don't have to be spitting out green mango after you suck in the juice. So, okay, let's cut this guy. Now, I like the flavor of this mango. It's very good. It kind of reminds me of passion fruit a little bit. Want to smell that?
I do.
It's like tasting wine. Smell the skin first.
Yeah. He was showing us where to smell, where to. His contention was that he can almost figure out what this is going to taste like.
Yeah.
I
know
find
exactly.
that
I know exactly.
fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he means. We're gonna try that. We're gonna do that here.
Just smell it.
You want to try the maha?
Yeah.
Wow. Now that's different.
that's a lemony.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get any passion fruit.
Yeah, on the back end.
On the top side, way near the skin, I get it.
Yeah, I just planted one last year.
Yeah, and they don't get a lot of disease. Yeah.
This one sure as heck, shape-wise, looks like a cashew. It looks like a cashew.
Well, the
you
same,
know?
they're the
I
same,
mean, the
same
seed
family.
part.
The same family.
But that shape, thank you. That's the bottom, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I get some mango, Rob?
That is delicious. I like that.
And it's not completely ripe.
And I mean, we have a new one found underneath this tree.
Yeah, this is a Donnie.
Look at the shape of those.
D-O-N-N-I-E. Donnie avocado. This is the earliest avocado of the season. The first one that ripens. We have a ripe one here.
Yeah.
So you want to try it? I mean,
I have my knife.
your trusty knife.
My trusty old knife.
This is a good one. And it's easy to peel back the skin. Tell me what you think.
Oh, look at that.
Do you know if this is an A or a D type?
This is an A-type.
Oh,
Did it fall down underripe, or is it perfectly ready to pick?
that's ready for me to have another bite. I'll tell you what.
Hey Rob, can you run back
Oh.
get the chips, salsa,
That just peels off.
beers?
So nice.
Yeah, it peels off very, very easily. Let me see.
Wow.
Has great flavor, but it's a little bit too watery. for
Little
my taste.
watery, yeah, little watery, but
It
not
fell off the tree early. It
not
fell off the tree with the wind.
not unpleasantly watery.
That's it. Makes a ton of fruit. I mean, this one, it's a lot smaller than these that are not even ready yet. So even if they fall down premature, they still taste good.
And do you sell these as grafted trees?
Don't
Yeah.
throw that. Don't throw that. Hang on. These guys are going to scream at me.
Well, here's Lancettia. It's so disease ridden.
Whoa, look at them come out. Ooh wee.
Hey, look up there how big that mango is.
Oh my.
They get up to 5 pounds. They get up to 5 pounds. But they're so disease ridden, they get anthracnose so bad that they split. You can try it. When they're good, they're good.
Oh,
They'll taste just like a cherry mango.
a lot of smell to it. Nice.
Named after Lancettia Park in Honduras. That's where it's native to. Mango, this is a really ugly mango, but it's pretty good. It's from Egypt.
Egypt.
The Egyptian mango. It's called Hindi Basanara. Now, there's a whole bunch of Egyptian varieties, but this one, it's pretty good. It's super productive, and it makes fiberless fruit. And the fruits taste really good for being an ugly,
Oh no,
ugly
there's
mango.
a different smell.
Yeah, each mango has their own
Yeah.
type
yeah,
of
but
sugar.
some more so than others. This is.
Yeah, over there in Egypt, this is what you find. And they're also going to be a lot prettier than this.
The close to the skin, it's really different. It doesn't have that resinous taste that you get, you know, or different resinous.
Oh, wait till you.
Here I got some custard apple seedlings.
Custard apple. Okay.
Yeah, and then this is soursop seedlings.
Wow.
And I got some carambolas grafted already.
Okay, question. Got a good question for you. On the soursop, on the custard apples, to get those seedlings to open when you first get started on this, what are you doing? We've had people that complain, I can't get one
Just
started.
put them in a liner like that.
You got to be doing a little bit more. But in here, you're watering.
Well, it's hotter.
Yeah. You're watering with an overhead,
Right.
okay? Do you put anything in the soil or any amendments to help it? Nope.
No, nothing. Some people put them in a bucket of water overnight so the water penetrates it.
Right.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah. But who was it? Gary was saying he puts the angle of the seed up just a bit.
Oh, interesting.
You remember?
Yeah, angled, diagonal.
Kind of slightly at a slight, not straight,
Right, diagonally.
not in, up at an angle.
I always tell everybody to plant everything laying down, just like the way in nature,
Flat.
horizontally. So the root goes down and the shoot goes up. And this is Mamey Americano seeds.
I'm gonna have to order one of those, please, sir.
Oh, I got grafted Caimito right here.
What does a grafted Caimito go for these days? For some of our members who may want to order.
Oh, look, this one's flowering.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, something like this will go for like 65 bucks.
And what do you charge for shipping?
Whatever the post office charges.
Okay.
I mean, pretty soon I'm going to have a website on Shopify. And they can just go to shopifylarafarms.com and then find all these trees over there.
Cool.
It's called Nancy.
Like a yellow,
Oh, Nance.
kind of has
Yeah.
a cheesy smell to it.
N-A-N-C-E. Yeah. Kind of
I don't know why I bought that. Here's some machacha I grafted.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Where did you get the scion wood?
It might be pushing already. Down here too.
Where'd you get the scion?
It's a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
He has a cha-cha in his backyard. Big fruit on it.
Yeah, we heard there's one person down here fruiting it.
Oh, there's a lot of people who have it.
Oh really?
Panay has been selling machacha seedlings for like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And they take 5 or 6 years to make fruit. Yeah, and then here's some more Soursops. Here's the Whitman fiberless, Beverly fiberless, yellow skin, super productive, Cuban fiberless. These
It's
are the
coming.
Mameys.
Okay.
Look at this. Well, Julian, I want to thank you so much. This has been fascinating. I've learned a lot today. I hope everybody out there has too, for taking
pleasure.
us through this beautiful place. This has been wonderful. We've really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
I'm really glad you had a good experience.
Everything from Caimitos to
Cut.
Caimitos.
Star Apple. All right, just pick it up from there. Ready in 5, 4, 3.
So we've seen everything from Caimitos.
Oh my good
Did I do it again? Can you say it for
Can
me?
we get this guy like a translator or something?
Caimito.
Caimito.
Just say Star Apple.
Bingo.
Ready, 5, 6, 4, 3, whatever, and go.
Deal.
And
Thank you very
I'm sorry,
much.
what was the name of that tree behind you again, Rick?
This one?
Yeah, Rick. What's that
This
called
one
again?
back here, the
Yeah,
one that's flowering,
Yeah, what's that called?
the one that's Caimito or a star apple.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking
Yeah, yes, sir.